all of you are fine and safe at your home. Students, in previous video we have completed the reading and the central idea of that poem. Now today I explain you with all stanzas. So the first stanza is, don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. Now in this stanza, students, Amanda, a little girl, is being scolded and instructed by her mother for her actions. Amanda is advised to stop biting her nails, which is a bad habit. Amanda is also told to sit up straight without bending her shoulders because her mother wants her to sit in the right posture. Now the last word Amanda is used with an exclamation mark, which shows the irritation and frustration of Amanda's mother. Now the next stanza, which is in the bracket, there is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. Amanda is lost in her world of imagination while her mother is instructing her. In her world, she imagines that she is a mermaid who lives alone in the beautiful green sea. She imagines that as a mermaid, she would move in the soft waves of the sea. She believes that as a mermaid, her life would be peaceful and relaxing. In third stanza, did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. Now in these lines, Amanda is being inquired about her work. Amanda's mother is asking about whether she has finished her homework and whether she has cleaned her room. Amanda is also reminded that she was told to clean her shoes. Now in next stanza, again Amanda is not paying any attention to her mother. Amanda is in her world of imagination. She imagines that she is an orphan child who is freely roaming around on the street. She has no shoes on her feet and is making pattern on the soft dust with her quiet and bare feet. She is loving the silence and freedom to do anything in her world of imagination. In next stanza, in these lines, Amanda is instructed by her mother to not to eat chocolates. She is reminded that eating chocolates had previously caused her acne, means pimples. However, as Amanda is lost in her own thoughts, she is not paying attention to her mother. So her mother strictly asks her to listen to what is being told to her. In next stanza, Rapunzel. Amanda is still in her world of imagination. Now she dreams of herself as Rapunzel, character of a German fairy tale, who lived alone in a tower. As Rapunzel, she will not have to worry about anything and her life would be calm and peaceful in the tower. She emphasizes that unlike Rapunzel, she would never let her hair down and permit anything to come to her in the tower. Now in the next last stanza, students, stop that suckling at once, Amanda. You are always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. Now in these lines, Amanda is not reacting on her mother's instructions. It seems that she is annoyed due to constant instructions. Amanda's mother is asking her to stop being upset and moody. She said that her, means here Amanda, upset behavior will show anyone that she is disturbed due to her mother's constant instructions. So students, in this poem, the poem tells us about a little girl, Amanda. Now Amanda is constantly and continuously being scolded and instructed, probably by her mother. But Amanda is lost in her own world. She is not paying attention to what her mother is saying. Now the poem then points that parents must give some freedom to growing children. constant scolding may adversely affect a child's development. So students, here we complete the explanation of our poetry number 6, Amanda by Robin Klein. So you have to read this poem, write it in your notebook and try to understand it once again.